Let us proceed with the third problem, which is a DFA accepting whole numbers, numbers with a decimal part and decimal part only. Okay, so tulo ka book na tong dapat i-accept. So first, we have whole numbers. So examples of whole number, okay, of course, 3. Okay, so that's a whole number. However, ma-accept po daw kuno ta og whole numbers with a decimal part. So for example, 3.14. And then, ma-accept po daw kuno ta og numbers nga decimal part only, which is pila nga 0.14. Okay? So, gets rin ninyo ang difference. So, again, whole number, kani siya. Kaning first, numbers with a decimal part, kaning second, 3.14, and then decimal part only is 0.14. So, sa inyong manotice dire, um, kaning first, ang DFA ani na-construct na nato, di ba? Ang DFA pod ani na-construct na nato. Kanin na lang ang nasa tunga ang wala pa nato na mga term DFA. However, if you can notice, nagya po siya pattern. Because ang characters before the period, ang characters before the period is just a digit or a series of digits sa gyapon. Diba? So, murag magamit rin gyapon to nato ang atong gibuhat sa number 1. Mura na to makapit-paste. But anyway, let's start with murag copy-pasting ang katong sa number 2. So, katong sa number 2, I think it was something like this. Yeah. Um, we have our period, okay, and then decimal, and decimal. Ah, right. Okay. This is our trapping state. Okay. Okay, so mo ni siya ang number 2. Wala lang sa akong gisulat ng states. Okay, so um, we can create another state para mo signify aning change sort of kaning na number before the 3. So you can go ahead and write it. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, we can just write here D. However, if you can recall, pwede biya nga more than 2 characters ang imong um, D, di ba? Before the period. So, what we can do is just erase this. Erase this section. Then, murag atong murag i-copy paste ng gibuhat sa number 1. And then, kani siya, D pod. Alright. Diba? Then, of course, we can set this as a final state na because this is, pwede na ni siya makakuan sa whole number. Whole number lang. Like kaning sa first. Ito example. Okay. So, what if na ay point after sa D? Kani diri sa taas. So, we can just create a transition from here to here for the point. So, nanatay decimal, a series of decimals. Okay, series of decimals here, which is pwede na po siya nga whole number. Point, some point, and then after the point is just another series of decimals, di ba? So, final state din siya. Okay. So, next question. Maunsa naman ni siya? What happens here? Di ba dapat mo accept gyapon ta aning point lang magsugod, di ba? So, what we can do actually, we can create a transition from this. So, pwede na to matanggal and then just create a direct transition from this state to kani siya. So, yeah, ano siya. Pwede ta makaingan ng diretso. From here to here. So, point something na dayon. Diba? So, as you can notice, we can do point, okay, point something nga decimals. Okay. So, let's verify again kung sakto na ba itong transitions. So, sa first, okay, I'll just label it. Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, then Q4. Okay, 2, 4, 5. Okay, 5 states. So first na transition, we have a transition for D and P. Okay, fine. Q1, we have a transition for D and P. Okay na, complete. Q2, we have a transition for D and P. For Q3, we have a transition for D and P. For Q4, na napoy D and P, which is just part of sigma. So, mo na ni siya ang answer sa number 3. Diba? So, more gid na to nga copy-paste lang ang mga previous na to nga mga answers. And then, yeah, just made some tweaks para i-combine sila. Okay, let's try to trace meaning number 3 now. Okay, so what if ang atong string is 3? So of course, we start with Q0. And then, makabasa siya og 3, which is a digit. Mato siya Q1. Diba? Mato siya Q1. And then, as you can see, Q1 is a final state. And a final state meaning accepted ang atong state. Next, let's try 3.14. Point 1, 4. So again, start in Q0. Then makakita, read the first character, which is 3. 3 is a digit, so we transition to Q1. The next symbol is a dot or period. So we transition to Q2. Next symbol na to is 1. 1 is a digit, so we go to Q3. Next symbol na to is 4. Okay. 4 is a digit, so we just go back to Q3. Then Q3 is a final state, therefore our string 3.14 is accepted. Last, last string is 0.14. Start with Q0 as usual. Then, once you read the first character or first symbol, which is period, we go to from Q0 to Q2. Okay, that is utang Q2 based on transitions. Okay, When we are in Q2 and then makakita ta og 1, which is a digit, we go to Q3. Okay, if we are in Q3 and makakita tag 4, 4 is a digit, therefore we transition back to Q3. So again, Q3, final state, therefore 0.14 is accepted. So ingana lang siya.